Wednesday, right? Yes. Happy Wednesday, May 6th. Just wanted to pop in real quick, and I am in between some of my calls, my connection calls, and so I thought I would stop in. What's up? I think I'm live now. I hope I'm live. There's the live button. So anyway, I just wanted to pop in real quick. I am in between some of my calls right now, some of my connection calls. I've been doing some 15-minute strategy calls that have been delicious and incredible, just to connect and to hear people's stories and to watch people kind of just make some small little shifts with their focus and what they're doing, and create some change. So I'm super excited, and so I wanted to stop in because I realized that we're now beginning to open up. Like, part of the world is opening up, hopefully in safe manners wherever you are, and things are getting back to whatever our new normal is going to be, whatever that happens to look like. And so as I was getting ready to kind of what's my day look like, I realized that there's a process that I go through kind of in the morning when I wake up. And I wanted to share that with you because I wanted to hopefully give you this tool to help set yourself up for success as we begin to merge in. Like, we've had plenty of weeks of figuring, okay, crap, what the heck is happening? How are we going to move through this? And we've had the roller coaster of emotions, which we're all probably still going through to some degree. But yet there needs to be a rhythm. There needs to be a way of operating and really creating your plan of, how am I going to move through this? What is it going to look like in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, a month road, 3 months down the road? Like, what's your schedule? What's your routine? What's your rhythm look like? And now with the kids, you may be at home with family members and trying to create your rhythm with them. And so I want to share with you guys 4 things that I ask myself every single morning to start my day and really set myself up to win, to what I call claim victory over this situation. And so the first thing that I ask myself is, what's important to me right now? Like, there's a lot of things that have to get done. There's a lot of things that I could be doing, but I really, in looking at the big list of what has to happen, like, what are the things that need to happen right now? So is it some of the bills that need to get paid? Is it the appointments that I have? Is it the creating of a program that needs to be, like, what are the high priority things that have to get done? And literally brain dumping. Like, I have it's actually right here, my pad of paper that I will go through, and I'll just dump all of the things. I'll make checklists of things that I've got to do, and then put them in the order of priority of what needs to be done right now. I don't know about you, but I get squirreled really easy. Like, I have the that ooh shiny syndrome, like the ooh shiny. Like, I'll go over here, and then I'll be doing something here, and then all of a sudden I'll see something here, and I go to there. And so, in order to keep my mind and to keep me focused on what I'm doing, whatever project it is, I really have to ask myself, like, what is important to me right now? Today, Wednesday, May 6th, what are the top 3 things that are non-negotiable that have to get done today? So one of them is going out and getting my exercise. Like, I'm non-negotiable for the month of May. Every single day I need to go out and walk a walk or run a minimum of a mile, but my goal is 3 miles a day. And so whenever a 5K happens and we can do that, I want to, like, I'm jumping on it. Like, I'm running a 5K. Even if it's in circles around a tree, chasing a squirrel. No, just kidding. But I need to prepare myself. Brisa says squirrel. Yep, me too. I love it. And so I want to go through and really determine what are the things that are important to me right now so that I can stay focused. So that's the first thing. So somebody, if you can write that in the chat, Brisa, if you're in the chat, if you can write that, or somebody in there, what's important to, number one, what's important to me right now? Like, really, whether that be a meditation, asking that question, or looking at your day when you wake up and writing down in a journal, like, determining what's important to me right now that has to get done. The second thing that I go through and do is ask, what do I need right now in order to make progress. So I'm looking at the list of what I got to get done. The next question is, what do I need? What people do I need? What resources do I need? What tools do I need? What does that may be? What program do I need to purchase, or like just what are the tools and the things that are going to help me make progress in what I did in the first one? Perfect. Thank you, Tracy. I love it. Thank you, Risa. So what's important to me right now? That's the first question. The second thing is what do I need right now to make progress? So what are the tools? What are the resources? Who are the people that I need to contact and say, hey, can I get on your calendar? Can we spend some time together? I need to pick your brain. Or, who are the people? What are the things? What do I need right now in order to make progress? And the third thing, and this was truly, like, I would say maybe the secret sauce to helping me not get stuck. So by show of hands, if you can relate to this of getting stuck somewhere where you all of a sudden something shifted, you had to pivot, but you weren't prepared for that pivot, and all of a sudden you were like, oh crap, and then you got stuck. Like that, I realized that was happening to me a lot when we first went into quarantine. Like all of the plans that I had been making all of a sudden had to switch. I had to switch my business model. I had to switch what I was creating and go from here to there. Now, here's the key. When I got here, I wasn't prepared for that. And even when I was here, all of a sudden there would be yet another distraction where I would have to go over here. What's up, Tracy? And so I see your hand. And so I would have to go through and look at my focus from here and be like, okay, let me start moving here. But then there would be another distraction, and then I would move over this way, and I felt like I was bouncing back and forth, and I felt like I wasn't making any progress everywhere because my energy was going in all kinds of different places. So I realized I had to ask myself the question is, what could distract me from achieving those goals? So first was looking at what's important to me right now. What do I need to get done? 2, who are the people that I need or the tools that I need to have in place? And 3, what are the possible distractions that may keep me off of my track? Like being prepared for what may distract me. It may be people. Could be family members asking for certain things. It could be friends wanting something. It could be this other project that I've been putting off on the back burner. Like just being able to come up with the list of the things that may distract me and coming up with the plan. Now, here's the key. Coming up with the plan on how I'm going to resolve it. So, for example, somebody texting and say, hey, can we talk? By nature, I want to go through and I want to engage them right away. But that doesn't always make sense. So looking at my calendar, I'm going to set aside an hour or 2 hours for follow-up for all of the things that weren't expected that came up. So I can respond, say it's 11 o'clock in the morning, I can respond and say, you know what? Let me get back to you at 1 o'clock. Let me get back to you in 2 hours, or let me get back to you tonight at 6 o'clock, because I know I have that set block of time already prepared for dealing with all of the unexpected. So set yourself up to win. As you look through your calendar, as important as putting in all of the appointments that you have, schedule in time for the unknown. Like schedule time for your lunch, schedule time for your break, schedule time to go out and go on a run, whatever that is, but also schedule time for the unexpected. Like that right there, all of a sudden gave me time to I could breathe, because I wasn't trying to worry about, oh crap, I got to get back to that person, or rushing to hurry up and get a call. Like, I don't know about you, if you've ever been on either a Zoom call, since we're all on Zoom right now, on a Zoom call, and you're talking with one person, and then all of a sudden you see a text message come in or something comes in, and all of a sudden you're staying focused with where you are, but your mind is also going here like, oh, nuts, I need to handle that, or I need to get back with that. By scheduling time in your calendar to do your follow-up, you can go through and you can be more present with the people that you're serving, the people that you're talking with, because you can just say, hey, I'm going to talk to you at 1 o'clock. Boom, it's done. I can release that. I can let that go out of my mind so that I can be more present with the people that I'm serving. So number 3 is ask yourself the question, what could distract me and what's the plan to handle that? For me, like I said, it was blocking out that time for the unexpected. Perfect. Brisa says, set yourself up to win, schedule time for the unexpected. Perfect. Exactly. Now, 4 is how will you celebrate the progress? Here's the thing. We are all brilliant geniuses. We've all got a crap load of things that we're dealing with, not only within our lives, but we're managing other people. People are running to us. If you're like me, people are coming to you and saying, hey, do you have time to talk about this? Or can I, I just need to have a space to talk to. And I love it. That's what I love. That's what I like. That's me. I'm the safe space for a lot of people. And I love that. However, I need to go through and not only recognize the amount of work and the things that I'm doing throughout the day that I get completed or that I make progress on so that I feel complete. Like I said at the very beginning, I make a checklist so that I can track, boom, I got that done. Boom, I got that done. Now, I'm also keeping track of the small things that are happening. Like taking a look at my unexpected list. Wow, I took 4 unexpected calls today and helped manage this situation. That right there, that unexpected list goes on the completion list, my to-done list. To-done, to-done, T-A-D-O-N-E, to-done. Like that unexpected stuff that came up gets to move over to that list because at the end of the day, I don't want to go to bed feeling like, shoot, I didn't do nothing. When the truth is, sorry about that, the truth is I really did do a lot. And some days the unexpected list is full. Like the other day, my unexpected list was huge. There was so much that came up all in one day that by midday, I really wanted to lay down on my couch. And what's funny is my couch kind of looks like a therapist couch almost a little. And like, as I was laying there, I was like, I just wish I could talk to somebody and tell them my problems. Like, but what I realized is that my list of the things that I wanted to get done that I started with actually had to switch over for the unexpected list. But when I looked at the unexpected list, I got a lot of stuff done. It may not have been on that top list, but because that had to take priority in the moment, but I still get to celebrate the fact that I got that done. Our minds need evidence of celebration. Our minds need a reminder of, wow, sometimes getting the kids up for school, having them brush their teeth, eat breakfast, then sitting down and now doing their virtual work. That sometimes is a win. And many times that's a win because that can be a struggle. Like you have to look at all of the small micro things that you're doing so that you feel accomplished at the end of the day. Because there's no worse feeling than going to bed at night being like, dang, I should have done this and I could have done this. And I feel like I didn't do anything today. Like Brisa says, yes, we need to celebrate our Pinky Moves. If you don't know who Brisa is, you need to go check her out. Go to pinkymoves.com and powerful story of taking one step at a time, of just beginning to move your pinky first. Like that's the celebration is, wow, what's the small thing? Tracy's on here, Tracy Young, and she is a social worker that works with others and teaching other social that came from the system, from the foster care system. And the stories that she has, like it's phenomenal and can go all over and really in learning her story and the impact that she can have, as well as, having her own family in the house, like it could become overwhelming. So celebrating each of the, I did a Facebook Live today. I did this post today. Hey, I went through and I helped this person out in a conversation. Like really taking a track of all of the things that you're completing throughout the day and that you're making movement on. The key is movement. My coach, Tiffany Galargi, says fear hates movement. If you're being in movement, whether it's slow movement or fast movement, You're in the flow of life right now. And sometimes the flow is moving really fast. Listen, we used to operate in a world, in a society that was operating fast. The waters were rushing, so much so that we missed a lot, right? And all of a sudden, we just had to come to this standstill, to this slow down, and be able to see the environment that we're in. See the things that we like in our lives and that we want to keep, and look at the things that we don't like and be like, wow, I need to change that. Wow, I need to make an adjustment on this. Wow, this no longer serves me. Whoa, I need to completely release this. Like, that's what this time has been about. And now as we begin to prepare to move forward, it's about movement. It's about creating your forward momentum. Now, some of you guys during this quarantine and this break period have been on fire the entire time. Awesome, keep going. Some of you guys have been like, I had a couple down days, but now I'm beginning to chugga, make some movements forward. And others of you may feel like you're just now starting to get back up off of your knees. You're starting to just lift your head up and just say, okay, I got to do this. Like, that's movement. The key right now is making movement. Acknowledge, what are you doing? Put the new evidence of the progress in your file cabinet. Listen, you have a file cabinet that's full of all of your negative chatter. You have a file cabinet of all of the stories, all of the situations, all of the experiences, all of the moments of when it didn't work. And it's really easy for me, for you, for us to go and access that. Matter of fact, a lot of times when we have new ideas or new thoughts or dreams, our minds automatically run to this file cabinet of when it didn't work. I'm inviting you to turn your chair and to begin to put new files of when it did work, of putting in files of celebration, so that when you get a new idea, when you have this, I got to do this, you're programming your mind to look over here and to pull out the drawers full of the things that worked and that went well, versus looking at over here. The key right now is movement. So I just wanted to pop on real quick and just share some of the things that are working for me, the things that I'm doing on a daily basis. One, I'm asking myself, what's important for me right now? Not next week, right now, today. What's important for me right now? What are the things that I need right now in order to make progress? Secondly, what are the things, the people, the resources, the tools? The third is what could possibly distract me, and what's my plan to deal with that? Do I have that time set up for getting it done? Like, do I have time to putting in, sorry, I was reading some of your comments in there. Do I have time to go through and for the unexpected? Do I have unexpected times planned in there? And then 4 is, how will I celebrate? And sometimes celebration is with a nice walk outside. Sometimes celebration is with an amazing glass of iced tea. And then sometimes it's with a nice cocktail, with a nice little drink, and allowing myself to sit back and watch a TV show that I love. So I just want you to know that I see you. I celebrate you guys. Listen, the other day, we've been hearing that phrase, we're all in this together. And at first I was like, yeah. And then it kind of was like, ugh, I don't want to hear that again. But the truth is, we really are all in this together. No matter what that looks like, we're all going through it in some ways, and it's impacting each and every one of us. You see, they're coming for me, so I better go. But anyway, so I just want you to know that I see you, I celebrate you. It's a fire department. Ha! I love you guys. I hope you're having an amazing day. By the way, my coach, Tiffany Largy, is going to be joining me tomorrow at 11 o'clock here on Facebook. So if you can join me, please make sure and be here, because I want to pick her brain on a couple things. And I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to hear a little bit more about Do the Damn Thing Night School, which starts next week, which is 7 days of free training. Absolutely powerful. And actually, part of what I just shared with you is some of the stuff that I realized as a result of working with Tiffany and this phenomenal community. Like, I love that I've had access to, my Motivating Masses family. Now I have the Do the Damn Thing family, and then I have my real family, and then I have the family that I haven't even created yet, which is my Victory family, and that's part of you as well. And so I'm super excited. So tomorrow, 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, right here on Facebook. Hopefully join me as well. So I love you guys. I am going to have a quick lunch, and then I'm going to go for a run before my next call. Ciao. Bye, guys.